Hello, welcome to day 4 of Conscious Gratitude with Lene with Growth Junkie Coaching. Alrighty, I am hopefully yarding into my YouTube page. Subscribe if you would like to. I'm also StreamYarding into Tools and Jewels of Awareness page. Come play in that page with me. We do a lot of stuff in that. Or on my Growth Junkie business page. There's so many places that you can show up, but I want to show up as many places as I possibly can. So again, I apologize if I don't apologize, but I'll explain. If you don't already know that I'm going through some mouth surgery and some expansion, opening up the roof of my mouth. They pulled it apart, and now it has to stay here for a couple months until it stays there. So I slur, and there's a big gap in my teeth, and how does it get any better than that? So sometimes I just have to explain that because it is hard to understand me. But our question for day 4 is, well, here's another thing too. I put this out as a 15-day challenge. Let it be a challenge if you want to play along. What would it be like for you to participate every day in your own conscious gratitude? But don't let it be a challenge that you have a point of view. If you don't do it one day, then you're wrong. Okay? Because we can get really stuck on that. Just show up whenever, watch when you want. Be here every day if you want, and also be a contribution to write something, because I have mentioned that when we do that, it's a ripple effect for everybody. So not just looking at the question we're asking for conscious gratitude, but what's showing up in other people's world. So feel free. Okay. So I call it a challenge. At the end of this, I will be doing probably 1, maybe 2 free group coaching and facilitating calls, facilitating this undefined energetic thing that I do sometimes. So you'll be invited. So the question for today was, hold on, I want to make sure I got it. Name one thing you are grateful about yourself. One thing you are grateful about yourself. And thank you for somebody who's put her sight, and my health, someone put. And I started to write mine down because a lot of times all the things that I do as for my business is like this to get people to know who I am, potentially to have potential clients, also to give back freely, and also because when I create things, I get to participate in them. So, and I follow the energy of what's next. So when I do these, I also get to play in them. So I wrote down one thing I was grateful about myself, and here's where I started to go with it. I started to write down the things I was grateful for because, and we're doing this thing called conscious gratitude. Conscious meaning that in every moment that we're aware of what it is that we're choosing or what it is that we're being is creating the next indicated thing. So in the moment, what are you consciously in gratitude for? And I explained on one of the last calls that consciousness, I talked about this on my Phenomenal Woman membership, which is a membership which is 30 days of magical, fabulous doses of consciousness. We're on live. Anyway, and I was talking about consciousness is sexy. Sorry, that comes out funny. Consciousness is sexy. So consciousness easily can be looks like this. You go into a room and you either switch the lights on or off to get to the other side. Consciousness is you turn the light on so you can see what's possible. Unconscious is the lights are off and you try to figure out how to get to the other side. And both of them are a choice. So when I started to say, name one thing I was grateful for about myself, I started to write these things that I was grateful for because anytime we say because, we cut off everything we said before. So, anywhere that you might do conscious gratitude, and then you put a because in there, you've eliminated everything in front of it. And I was eliminating me. So I was writing these things down. I am grateful for myself because I love to help people, I love to support people. And then I stopped myself. I'm like, wait, that is not the question here. The question is, what am I grateful for about me? What am I consciously ungrateful for or grateful for? That if I'm grateful for, what we focus on becomes greater. So I had to flip it around and go, okay, wait a minute. Let me look at this question I'm asking, because questions create. And what am I grateful for? Here's what I'm grateful for me is I've never given up on myself. And some of you know that I am in recovery. I've been clean and sober for 31 years. I have worked through a deadly eating disorder and several divorces and money stuff and life. You know, basically what we choose creates. And in the midst of all that, mental illness, severe depression, in all of that, I kept choosing not to give up on myself. And there were many, many, many times in that dark hole where it's like, I'm done. And not even sure what I done meant, but period. Not done meant, but, and again, I hate to say the word but because that cuts off everything too. I just always knew. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Wait a minute. Is that I didn't ever give up on myself. I just kept choosing. I kept showing up. I kept choosing. I kept showing up. And here I am to share my experience, strength, and hope, and my coaching, and my energetic awareness, and my ability to facilitate. Because what I am grateful about myself is I've never given up on myself. Even though there was many, 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 many times I could have actually chose that. And there was a couple times I almost chose that, but I didn't. So here I am today. So that is our conversation for today. Please comment if you would like, and contribution for others, and any feedback you have, any questions you have about that. And I will see you tomorrow for day 5. All righty. See you all later. Bye.